Trump campaign for months now has had a dustbin of history-like quality to it, from the vacuous sloganeering to the outright lies to even the fake hair, the whole carnival barker routine that we've seen for some time now. And the fact is that what Donald Trump said yesterday disqualifies him from serving as president. And for Republican candidates for president to stand by their pledge to support Mr. Trump, that in and of itself is disqualifying.
I got to tell you, let's put it to the vote of the American people and see who they side with. Once again, Tom DeLay, former U.S. House Majority Leader, former Republican congressman from the great state of Texas. Why do I have this feeling? As Roger Stone said, the RNC and the Republican candidates in the media are only helping Donald Trump. And why do I have this feeling that whether it's on abortion or whether it's on, the voter registration ID or global warming, the media is so out of touch with the rest of the American public that they may be out of touch with them on this as well?
Well, of course they're out of touch with them. I mean, I hope Trump isn't paying Ernest to make those kinds of statements, because he just increased his polls probably by 10 points. He has no clue what he's doing. You know, Steve, this administration has to take some responsibility for what happened in San Bernardino. They didn't do a good job in vetting the wife of Farouk. They let her in. They didn't pay attention to them. In fact, they were on their list and gave up on them instead of going in and arresting them. So some of the blood is on their hands. And if they continue what they're doing, more blood is going to be spilled. There's going to be more incidents because this president is a coward and is so weak in the strategy to get rid of this cancer. There's going to be more dead Americans.
Well, you know, it's not funny. It's sad, but it's very obvious. If you watch the media today and listen to the media, San Bernardino never happened. Paris never happened. Obama's not weak anymore. Now the enemy is not ISIS. The enemy is Donald Trump all of a sudden.
Well, I got to tell you, the Republican Party and every one of these candidates don't seem to realize that the media is part of the political problem in this country, and they should be developing strategies to go after the media. You can't just let them do what they're doing and expect for good things to happen and expect to be elected. Whoever is the new nominee should have a complete department within their campaign.
I couldn't agree more.
Goes after the national media.
Couldn't agree more. Now, but let me ask you, when you hear Dick Cheney blast Donald Trump, when you hear Paul Ryan, who says, I do not get involved in the presidential election, but I'm making an exception at this time, blasting Donald Trump, when you hear the RNC blasting Donald Trump, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm not a Donald Trump fan, let me tell you that. I wouldn't vote for him, but at the same time, he is onto something here. We have got to be better at what we're doing. Muslim or other people that travel to these terrorist states should be vetted more than any, and certainly right now we should have a moratorium on anybody that has set foot in any terrorist state or anywhere where terrorists are housed. We also got to completely change our strategy. Where are the Republican candidates standing up and rejecting Obama completely and saying, look, we've got a cancer, we're the most powerful nation in the world, we have to go after that cancer and root it out, and domestically we have to turn all our law enforcement on the Muslim community, on these mosques, and find these bad people and either arrest them or deport them or both.
Let me ask you, when you said you wouldn't vote for Trump, if he were the nominee, you would vote for him, right?
Yeah, I'd vote for him if he was.
Yeah, okay, I just want to make that clear. All right, the polls show that he's referred to, 51% of American Muslims would like Sharia, or would accept Sharia, and a small percentage, say that sometimes attacks are necessary. But if you go outside of this country, and that's the Muslims he's talking about, Congressman, I mean, you've got everywhere from, in Southeast Asia, Malaysia, 86%, Thailand, 77%, Iraq, 91% in the Middle East, Palestinian territories, 89%, Egypt, 74%, Morocco, 83%, Sub-Sahara Africa, 86%, 82%, 74%, 71%. These are the percentages of Muslims who want Sharia law. So that's what Trump is talking about.
Exactly. We have a president that wants to reach out and not hurt their feelings.
Yeah, well, that's pretty frightening. But anyway, Congressman, always great to talk to you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Steve.
Congressman Tom DeLay, ladies and gentlemen. Up next, you'll enjoy this panel, I promise you. We're going to have Ford O'Connell on one side and Rick Unger on a side all his own. And I'll be kind of in the middle, but I'm never really in the middle, as the Steve Malzberg Show continues only on Newsmax Television. Don't go away.